Being a good person is a challenge. Evil people will try their best to keep you from obtaining a positive routine, of which, if obtained, attracts positive changes. Like, evil people are gonna be there. You know, people refuse to acknowledge. I've heard in churches where the pastor says, that the enemy doesn't rest and this and this and that, but he doesn't go into detail. That there's actual people, congregations, cults, whatever you want to call them, gatherings of people that are out there that do nothing else, that have nothing to do but to do harm. They don't say that. And and they'll keep you. They'll know, they'll spy, they'll hack your cell phone, they'll do whatever they can to obtain information, to be able to manipulate, to deceive, to frustrate, so that they can provoke you. And so they're out there, The pastors, nobody says it. Nobody says there's actual people out there contemplating, having meetings on how to manipulate and deceive those that are yet those that have yet to become like them. You know, Christians are counted. They're the majority. Is that a lie? Is that a lie? That these evil people, they're not. I mean, they're stupid, for being evil, but they think, and they look for a way. This is the world, you know, and so what I'm saying is that once you create a positive routine, they'll try their best. They'll try their best to deviate you from they'll try their best from having you fulfill that routine. If you fulfill it, they'll try their best to deviate you. But you have to maintain your daily routine, a daily positive routine. You have to. You have to focus on your routine. You can't be looking at your neighbor. You can't be looking at this person. You can't be, what I'm saying, listening to a whole bunch of noise, paying attention, you know, to a whole bunch of noise, distraction, people that are trying to agitate you, whether they put on a speaker, whether they put a dog there, whether they put some kids, or whether they put people talking smack. Regardless, there's always going to be something. There's always going to be something. You can't pay attention to all the negativity. You have to have a strong state of mind to ignore all of that, to create a positive routine and focus on learning and learning and don't stop learning, on bettering your personality, your character. Whether it's the way you walk, whether it's the way you talk, whether whatever, you can always better your best, you know. And what I wanted to say was that once you create this positive routine and you defend it with all your heart and soul, once you obtain it, it attracts. This positive routine attracts positive changes. Your, how would you say it? Your persistence to persevere, to overcome, you know. So that's just it, Focus. I've learned that, I've had, you know, people talk shit to me and they talk shit to me and they talk shit to me and they talk shit to me, and I ignore it and I ignore it and I ignore it. And then it's very funny how then they want to be nice to me. It's like, hey, you were talking shit for the past, you know, a certain amount of time, and now you want to be nice? and now you want to be nice.